Welcome. We're diving into one of the most dynamic and, honestly, one of the most demanding positions in youth soccer, the right midfielder. We're going to break down exactly what it takes to completely own that flank.
So let me ask you a question. What's the toughest job on the field? A lot of people might say the central midfielder, maybe a striker. But what if I told you the right midfielder has one of the hardest jobs out there? It is so much more than just running up and down a white line.
I mean, think about it. In a single U12 game, a midfielder can run anywhere from 3 to 6 miles. That is a staggering amount of ground to cover. But here's the thing, it's not just about the running. It's about making smart decisions while you're gassed. And that, right there, is what makes all the difference.
And that's really the secret, isn't it? To be a complete right midfielder, you're not just one player with one job. You have to master four completely distinct roles, and you have to switch between them constantly, all game long.
Okay, let's get into it. Job number one, and this is the absolute foundation of the position. You have to be the team's engine. You are the heartbeat of the entire right side of the field, responsible for covering every blade of grass from your own goal line to the opponent's.
This pretty much captures your double life out there. 1 minute, you're in attack mode. You're creative force. You're expected to take players on, to deliver that killer final ball. But the second you lose possession, boom. Your brain has to flip a switch. Instantly, you're a defender, tracking back and protecting your teammates. You are never, ever switched off. Just think of yourself as the bridge for the whole team, the connective tissue. Your positioning is what allows the team to move up the field as one single unit. You have to be an easy pass for your defenders when they're under pressure, and you have to be the supply line to your forwards. Without you, the team just falls apart into two separate pieces. Now here's the cool part. Your superpower is width. Even when you don't have the ball, you are always impacting the game. By staying wide, by hugging that touchline, you are literally stretching the other team's defense. You pull them apart, and that creates huge gaps in the middle for your teammates to exploit. Your position creates chances for everybody. So, now your team wins the ball. Instantly, you transform. You're no longer just the engine. You become a dangerous attacking weapon. Your focus shifts completely. Now it's all about creating and scoring goals. And it all starts right here with this one skill. A positive first touch isn't just about controlling the ball. It's about taking it into open space, away from a defender, all in one single fluid motion. The key is to think one step ahead. You have to know where you're going with the ball before it even gets to you.
Why is that so important?
Because that single touch is what buys you a precious split second.
It gives you the time to get your head up and the space to decide what you're going to do next without a defender breathing down your neck. It is the setup for literally every single successful attack.
So, with that time and space you've just created, you now have choices. Think of this as your mental checklist. First, you scan, you get your head up. Then you decide, can I dribble past this guy? Is my teammate in a better spot for a pass? Is a striker making a run for a cross? Or hey, do I have a clear shot at goal? This is how you make smart decisions when the pressure's on. And look, being a great attacker means you can't be a one-trick pony. You need a full menu of options. You can whip in an early cross and catch everyone by surprise. You can drive a hard, low ball across the goal. You can float one to the back post. Or you can use the super effective cutback pass. The best players know which one to use and when.
All right, the moment your team loses the ball, everything changes. That attacking mindset has to just vanish in an instant. Your third job kicks in, and you become the first line of defense on the wing.
The recovery run. Let me be perfectly clear. This is not optional. It is the single most important defensive action you will make all game. By sprinting back, you stop the other team from creating a 2-on-1 overload against your right back. Your effort here can single-handedly stop a goal.
But defending isn't just about running, it's about being smart. You have to press based on specific triggers. When you see an opponent take a bad touch, or when they get a pass on the sideline where they're kind of trapped, that's your cue. That's when you pounce and put them under immediate pressure. And just look at the difference here. When the ball is way over on the other side of the field, the absolute worst thing you can do is just stand on your sideline. The right move is to tuck in toward the middle. This makes your whole team compact, it clogs up the passing lanes, and it puts you in the perfect spot to intercept a pass if they try to switch the play. Okay, so we've covered the physical stuff, the technical stuff. This final job, though, it's arguably the most important. This is all about your soccer IQ.
It's about playing smarter, not just harder.
You know how the best players always seem to know what's happening around them? Like they have eyes in the back of their head? Well, their secret is scanning. They're constantly checking their shoulders, their head is on a swivel. This builds a mental map of the field, and it allows them to see the next play before it even happens.
If you forget everything else I've said, remember this quote. This is a golden rule. It's better than any complicated instruction a coach can give you. If you just remember this one thing, it will guide you to make the right defensive decision almost every single time. It's all about partnership.
Being the brain of the operation also means being a leader, and you lead with your voice. You don't need to give big speeches, just simple, clear, loud instructions. Man on, turn, switch. These single words organize your team and make everyone's job a whole lot easier. You're the eyes and ears for your teammates.
So there you have it. It's not about being just one of these things. The truly great right midfielder is all four. They're the tireless engine, the dangerous attacker, the disciplined defender, and the smart thinker. And they switch between these roles in the blink of an eye.
And that brings us to the final thought. Let's put it all together. Imagine this. The play is happening way over on the opposite side of the field. Your team has the ball. What's your next move? Do you stay wide? Do you drift inside? What are you thinking about right now? That decision, that's what separates the good from the great.